let's hop over and watch a scrub on camera battle it out against a good player. And that means I'm the scrub, and Johnny's going to be piloting his Angry Birds again. So this time, I have to commentate myself because bad luck on determining who was on camera. So yeah, Esper control versus these Angry Birds here. It's going to be one of those ones. This is 2 scrubs. Alright, so we got to see the power of Johnny's list against a 3-color control based deck earlier in the night in round number 2. If you missed that, go back, check out the VODs if you want to watch somebody stomp on somebody with Angry Birds. That's what you get for playing Esper. I know, that's true. I decided to deviate from Infect this week and was like, you know what? I'm gonna play Esper. Yeah, it was fun last time I played it. I'm gonna try it again, see how things are working. You know, I was not doing that. I mean, I was doing all right. Right, I was 2-1 going into round number 4, so I was feeling okay. Yeah, I lost to the control mirror at the beginning. I played round 1 against Layton and his blue-white counter spell. The Dovin's you can't counter this spell is pretty good in the control mirror. And then now we're in this match. So I don't want to talk too much about earlier stuff because the match is now underway and we're going to get things going. Please don't call it powerful. It'll go to his head and he'll buy more birds. I think it is powerful against control decks. I don't have enough to go off of to tell you how strong it is against non-control decks. I guess I can look at point totals and see how Johnny's been playing. Alright, looks like he was 2-2 week 2. Or I don't know if he played all 4 rounds or 5 rounds or what, but he got 6 points week 2, I can tell you that. Alright. Johnny's going to be fetching here. So the reason I run some mainboard graveyard hate, like Nihil Spellbomb and stuff like that, is because I'm running Kaya in the list. So it's just kind of, that's a nice, powerful card. Just like earlier in the night, these early stages are going to be a lot of the setup stage, right? Land go, right? That sort of stuff. I'm intentionally searching for basics, knowing that Johnny is playing this sort of Blue Moon style bird list. Right, I know that he is on this. So with this preemptive knowledge, I can sit here and do this. And actually, let me catch up. So I went to 18, and then I went to 16. And here's Kaya, or attempting to play Kaya. And Johnny gonna fetch to 18. Gonna exile 2 permanents from his graveyard and pass turn. Steam bends, and he's gonna pass. And apparently I just like to kill myself in lands. I'm gonna go to 14. And I'm going to attempt to play Liliana. And uptick. I'm going to get rid of a lovely removal spell. Flaying Tendrils. Not really relevant here, but Here's 4 mana for Chandra. Uptick. Oh, there's a bird, but it's going to get exiled, and I'm going to go down to 12. So I need to find an answer to the Planeswalker. Serum Vision. Help to kind of cantrip. Going to set up. Both on top. There's a fetch land. And the debate here is, do I need to tick up Liliana or not? Lose a Snapcaster. Uptick, exile more cards. Make double red. Cast this bird. Which now he's got a way to protect Chandra. Sack a creature. He said, I'm going to scred it instead. And draw a bunch of cards. Scred it again. Draw even more cards. So he's got 3 snow colored, so he's going to draw 3 also because the bird has 3 toughness. It's a 4/3. Then I'm going to exile more cards. I'm going to gain 2 life off of exiling creature this time. Go back up to 14. Pass on over. Problem is that Chandra is getting closer and closer to ulting. He's got a lot of cards in hand, and I'm only sitting at 2. So this is that kind of downside to, I've been using a lot of resources. I've got Planeswalkers out. I've got a good amount of mana out, but I'm not really pressuring Johnny in any way at this point. And looks like he has to discard cards at the end of his turn, which is that like feel good moment when you're a control player or have a control style deck and you have plenty of mana to cast things, but you're just like, yeah, I have so many cards in my hand, I constantly am drawing cards, I don't really need these, so I'm just going to dump them in my graveyard now. So I'm going to pop Nihil, exile more cards, draw a card. So he's got a good amount in exile right now. And that's kind of where I'm hoping things are going to go, is I can get enough that I can try to kill him like that. So I decided to go with the ult here, knowing that it does make her super vulnerable, but knowing that he has the chance to be able to ult Chandra, I have to gain a bunch of life. So Johnny's going to go 17. I think he's got like 12 cards in exile or something like that. I can't remember if we count them. I think I'm gonna just guess he's somewhere at like 5 life or something. Roughly. Game was too hard to navigate. Alright, so we're laying that down over there in reference to that being the Chandra emblem here. So for those that don't remember how this works, you get an emblem whenever you're going to be casting spells. You're going to be basically dinging for 5. So hey, I'm going to cast this cast this spell here. Deal 5 damage. I'm going to try to draw 2 cards. And he says, no, counter it unless you pay 1. So I decide let's do it. I'll go to maybe 25. Maybe not. I didn't think I'd ever alter. I was unprepared. Getting another basic just in case. He kills off my 2 planeswalkers with those 2 spells, and now is another Chandra to kind of get going here. Let's exile Ding you for 2. Doing some opt-in here. Yeah, I forget. That's the thing. I wish I had counted up on camera how many cards were in exile, because we just went through it in person, and I miss keeping track of it. So fetching. I don't remember if I get a basic or not here. Looks like I do. She's supposed to be Cryptic Command. Coming at you for 4. Maybe math is right and Johnny's at 1. And I'm at 22. But really that's saying if you cast 5 spells this turn. Or maybe I'm at 20. I don't remember. We kind of guesstimating life totals here. Alright, maybe he's at 1 now. I think, okay, so he must have been at 2, fetched down to 1, is how we ended up at 1. Serum. Holding priority. This is his Torch of Defiance emblem triggers. Remand my Serum. I think he probably already activated Chandra as well to put me at 20. So he only had to cast 4 spells. So it says here you'll go to 10. Here's a Serum. Let's counter it. And counter that, and just kind of ding you off. Boom, boom, boom. Game 1 goes to the birds. Johnny goes to 1. Oh, man. Usually, when I get an opponent to 1 when I'm playing a deck like that, I feel like there's a mistake that I made in that matchup where it's like there had to have been 1 point of damage that I could have been able to have navigated and figured out. And I maybe bringing Snapcaster out earlier, like I had that in my hand for a long time, and maybe bringing that out earlier and pushing for damage at one point might have made things a little different. You know, other than that, it's just like that question that always gets to me is like, okay, somewhere I must have made a mistake if my opponent's at 1, because that's like, it's different if like your opponent is left and they have like 5-6 life or something like that. It's like, okay, that's a close game. You know, maybe if the draws had been a little bit different, things could have been different. But when they're at 1, I feel like it falls on me to navigate that battle better next time. I don't know how other people feel when they get put in a situation like that, when you knock your opponent down to 1 life and you're not able to finish them off, kind of thing. Alright, sideboarding time. Why buy foil swans when you can buy foil Chandras? But you just combo killed. It's not a control deck, that's a combo deck. Serum Visions to Death combo. Clickbait modern video. Alright, here's the pregame effect, guys. Ley line. Let's stop myself from dying to that Chandra emblem, shall we? Pithing Needle. I don't remember what he names. Kaya or something like that, maybe? Yeah, Kaya, the one that's in your deck, and Modern Legal, and not the creature. Alright, fetching some basics again, because I'm worried. Field of Ruin, pass. Going to anticipate again. Johnny will be at 19 though, because he's fetching 19 all. And there's the Blood Moon. So I had the option to field myself, I guess, there. Essentially lose a land, get a land, but I don't know. Gonna dig for some mana though. Or just dig for cards in general that I might want. And yeah, we got some good ones in hand. If only we could cast them. Need more mana to cast my spells. Alright, so we got the serum again. We're setting things up at this point. But on the other side, I guess I'm missing some triggers here. Should be at 15 or so. Chandra's back. Now, the Chandra uptick, you're still losing damage because it's not targeted. It's each opponent, or the way, I don't remember the exact wording of it, but basically it's set up that I'm going to lose 2 no matter what, that my Leyline is not going to protect me. I try to get out Ashiok here. She's really in the deck to combo well with Kaya. You know, I could be able to hit a bird or something and get a threat, but for the most part, it's not really that relevant for this matchup. Alright, upticking again. At least in this regard, it's the slow death, right? Death of 1,000 cuts. Here's double bolt killing my Ashiok off there. Instead of the big, here I'm going to combo kill you with Chandra. But really it's like, Chandra is the MVP right now of Johnny's list from game 1 and game 2. It's consistent clock that he's got against me. The Blood Moon is definitely helping him to just kind of keep me at bay for the time being. Like, I can't really deploy anything. Deck name Angry Birds refers to slang term for girls. There are no actual birds here, only this angry woman. Upset upset broads. Disgruntled dames. I feel like there's some wording you can use in reference to chickadees, right? Because chickadees are both birds and sometimes, you know, chicks Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's something there. I just can't quite grasp it. What do we got here? Oh, I'm trying to name something. What was I naming? I think it's bird. That's what I named. Your dumb bird thing. And then I was like, oh, that's great. Karanos in here is pretty sweet. I like that. He's got 2 of his birds, his swans, but I get to see what he's got in his hand. This man exiled my entire swan collection. He's interested in it if it's Russian, so he can troll his opponents into forcing them to cast a bunch of bolts at it. I have to figure out if he's good here. Oh, I feel like I'm missing me losing life again, guys. 9, maybe. Seven. Worm coil engine. I'd like to try to counter that. Like, who runs this worm coil engine? What is this? Yay, double blue. Maybe I'm at 5. Maybe I'm less. Who knows? Counter it, whatever it is. Batter Skull. Trying to play Batter Skull? I don't think so. No threats. I'm gonna die from your Chandra upticks. Nothing else is gonna kill me. Ooh, drew another ley line. Getting there. Down to 3, maybe. I got to play Batter Skull and Worm Coil in a single game, and they both got countered. Puts me to 1. Maybe. I said, look at these great cards that I wish I could cast. Oh, all right. Yeah, we got crushed by Chandra. No birds needed to kill me. Just Chandra. That's how it works, right, guys? Those darn disgruntled dames. Not gonna get there with them angry birds, but. That was our 4th and final round of tonight, but I know the reason why everyone's sticking around. They want to see those point totals because we're 3 weeks in the books, already moving things along. Also, since we have a couple of players here, want to discuss the idea of extending our season past 10 weeks if we capped our rounds at 4 rounds on Tuesday nights. I duck out after 4 rounds anyway because I'm old and I need sleep. But I know some of you are hardcore and stick it out to midnight and are feeling exhausted. So I'm just curious is if we capped it at 4 rounds every week and extended our season to like 13 weeks or something to make up for it. I like the cap. I'm also old. So just, something to think about for the players out there. All us old people wanting sleep. So, but yeah, let's take a look at our point totals real quick. So here it is set up. I've highlighted in blue for our things. Yeah, so 12 weeks is a nice and even for a season, which is not bad. But I think the way that numbers work out is 12 is putting us essentially it cuts off 6 points from previous seasons, right? Everybody misses out on 6 points, which again, if people don't have a problem with missing out on 6 points, again, 6 points, but it has been a difference between some people making and not making the top 8 with those 6 points. But yeah, a nice consistent 3 months could work out nicely in that regard. So here's our cutoff here that we've got for our top 8. The people highlighted in blue lets you know who is actually in our top 8. Ignore me being highlighted in yellow. That's just for the purpose of I can't make the top 8 regardless, so it helps me when I'm tracking stuff. Julia, number 1. Hey, you're on the board, right? You're still on the list. Doesn't that count for something? So the way it's set up, TJ currently number 1, 33 points. Lyle second place with 30. TJ White is sitting there with 29 points. Jeremy Miller 28. RJ with 28. Leighton with 25. Kyle with 24. And Matt with 22. Right behind him, Andrew has 21. Johnny at 18. Max at 16. Keenan 15. Julia 15 there. So again, it's only 3 weeks that we're into it. Plenty of weeks left to go, but we are going to keep updating it and letting everybody know at the end of Modern Magic Monday. So if you're watching on the VODs, it's a great way to find out, but you can see it all live every Monday. If you like the content, please consider hitting those follows, subscribes, all that kind of good stuff. I like this. XJ in the name gives inherent advantage. I want a collusion investigation. 2 TJs and an RJ in the top 8. Something's not right here. I don't know. Something seems fishy. But thanks for tuning in and watching, guys. Again, if you live in the Virginia area, come out. Comic Kung Fu is where the matches are recorded up and broadcasted up every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We record them on Tuesday, so it kind of gives us that buffer week there. You can be JJ. So let's end the stream now. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hit those follow, subscribes. You can see all the information about our Twitters down below, at Modern Mondays, at FarmZernar, at The Real Name Man, and all that kind of good stuff. But think about the cap for the season. Talk to other players. Let us know what you think about the cutoff and stuff like that. But that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. Thanks again, and we'll catch you guys next game.